Meanwhile, South Africa's Water and Sanitation Department has painted a grim picture for Gauteng's water supply as the Vaal Dam levels continue to decline. The dam is now at a record low of less than 40%. During this time of the coronavirus pandemic, this is a critical issue as water is vital in helping to contain the spread of the disease. CGTN's Yulisa Njamela has more.
The Vaal Dam is part of the Vaal River system. It consists of 14 dams and mainly services South Africa's economic hub, the Gauteng province, with some 13 million users. The Vaal Dam levels are currently continuing their steep fall, plummeting to levels unseen since the beginning of 2017, when large parts of the country were in the grip of a devastating drought. The dam levels have reached a record low of just under 40% this past week. This time last year, the dam was at more than 62% full.
It's a dry season for the inland provinces, and therefore, since the rainy season ended at the end of April, we have expected that there would be a decline. The only difference is that it has been much more steeper than what we had expected. And that is why at the moment, at about 36% of volume, the Vaal Dam is much lower than what we would have expected at any time.
The Water and Sanitation Department is also concerned by the continued drop in levels of the Mohale and Katse dams in Lesotho. The neighboring Lesotho system augments the water resources in the Vaal River system.
The two dams are part of the Lesotho Highlands Water Project. Katse Dam is the final dam which then directs water into the tunnels that come through to supply water into the integrated Vaal River system. So it is part of the Vaal River system that is very important. It supplies 27% of the water that we require in the integrated Vaal River system. So with dam levels in Lesotho going below the levels at which they are at the moment, it is a concern because it's a very big source of water for us.
Low rainfall, high temperatures, and increased water usage due to COVID-19 are contributing factors to the issue of water scarcity. The department is now urging consumers to limit the usage of water to help curb the problem.
We need to relook at how we see water, what it does, and how we need to treat it. Firstly, water is central to all socio-economic development. Secondly is the fact that we are a water-scarce country. We continue to be. Thirdly, we are impacted negatively by climate change. And fourthly, we need to exercise more effort towards water demand and water conservation.
It is now hoped that this coming summer, the Vaal region will see large amounts of rainfall and lower temperatures. That scenario will help elevate the strain of the Vaal River. Otherwise, the government will have to devise other means to ensure sufficient provision of water in the country. Yulisa Njamela for CGTN, the Vaal Dam in South Africa.